Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Through the Looking Glass, where we take a magnifying glass to the news and reveal the absurdities hiding in plain sight. Today, we venture into the topsy-turvy realm of American politics, where the White House has decided that the Democrats and the mainstream media are the villains for daring to defend the rights of, wait for it, criminal illegal immigrants. Yes, you heard it right, folks. In a plot twist worthy of a daytime soap opera, it's the Democrats who are being painted as the defenders of all things unlawful, and the backdrop is none other than the immigration crackdown led by the Trump administration. In a statement that could only have come from the imagination of a political satirist, the White House has accused the Democrats and what they lovingly term the legacy media of wanting to unleash a wave of criminality upon the streets of America. Their logic? If said Democrats had their way, those sick criminals would still be frolicking freely among us like wolves in a sheepfold. It's a horror story for the ages, except the plot holes are big enough to drive a truck through. The White House, in its infinite wisdom, decided to highlight the triumphs of immigration and customs enforcement, IC, by showcasing a list of the worst criminal, illegal aliens apprehended in a matter of days. According to their narrative, brutal killers and rapists were snatched from the streets, all thanks to ICE's tireless efforts. It's a tale of good versus evil, with ICE cast as the lone hero standing against the tide of criminality, or so they'd like us to believe. Because naturally, in this version of reality, only the Trump administration's iron fist can deliver justice. And let's not forget the resistance from sanctuary city and state leaders, who seem to be living in a parallel universe where compassion and humanity still hold value. Boston's Mayor Michelle Wu and Denver's Mayor Mike Johnston have been particularly vocal in their opposition, with Johnston conjuring up images of a Tiananmen Square moment as citizens and officials line the streets to protect their neighbors from the long arm of ICE. It's a visual of epic proportions, the little guy standing up to the proverbial giant. The mainstream media, those perennial thorns in the side of the administration, have had a field day with this crackdown, with reports labeling it as draconian and accusing authorities of bypassing due process. But in the twisted theater of politics, the White House simply shrugged off these claims and fired back with a list of 18 depraved criminal illegal immigrants arrested recently. The list reads like a rogues gallery, featuring the likes of Luis Olmedo Quishpi-Paulison, a 35-year-old Ecuadorian with a rap sheet that would make a mob boss blush, and Jingming Long, a 50-year-old sex trafficker from China. And then there are the border numbers. U.S. Customs and Border Protection has proudly announced the lowest southwest border crossings in history, a pivotal achievement, and proof, they say, that operational control of the border is finally within reach. It's a victory parade with all the pomp and ceremony, minus the confetti, of course. Meanwhile, Trump border czar Tom Homan took to the airwaves to declare that thanks to President Donald Trump's ironclad policies and the indefatigable efforts of Border Patrol and ICE, America now boasts the safest, most secure border in the history of this nation. His words, not mine. It's a bold proclamation, delivered with all the gusto of a campaign rally. But let's take a step back and ask ourselves, what are we really witnessing here? Is it the triumph of law and order, or is it something else entirely? Are we seeing a genuine crackdown on criminality, or is this just another episode in the theater of the absurd that has become American politics? So, dear viewers, what do you make of this spectacle? Are we witnessing the dawn of a new era of safety and security? Or is it merely smoke and mirrors? We want to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode of our satirical journey through the looking glass of the news. After all, in a world where reality often feels stranger than fiction, a little irony and wit can go a long way.